All right, everybody, happy day. Welcome to part two of our journey into the Roman Republic. Yes, let's start off again with another quote from Martin Luther King. Another great quote here. It says this: "The time is always right to do what is right." You have a choice each and every moment in your life, not each every just this day, but every moment, every period, every minute, every time to do what is right. You can choose to do what's wrong, or you can choose to do what's right. Martin Luther King says it is time, it is always time to do what is right. I'm going to challenge you to do the same thing and find an importance in what you're doing, because what we are doing is valuable, and you are valuable. You have worth. All right, here we go. Part two of the Roman Republic. Get yourself ready. Let's talk about another guy who was respected long before any of us were around. His name was Cincinnatus. So who was Cincinnatus? All right. An unusual feature of the Roman Republic was that the office of dictator. Sounds pretty bad, a dictator, huh? All right, well, they liked it. We define a dictator today as an oppressive ruler with complete control over the state. All right, Roman dictators also had complete control, but they served the people and the rules on a temporary basis, all right, during the times of emergency. The Senate appointed a dictator in times of great danger. As soon as the danger was past, Roman dictators gave up their power. The best known early Roman dictator was, I said his name earlier, it's a fun name to say, Cincinnatus. About 460 BCE, a powerful enemy had surrounded a Roman army. Officials decided that the crisis called for a dictator and that Cincinnatus was the man for the job. The officials found Cincinnatus plowing his field. He was a farmer. A loyal and devoted citizen, Cincinnatus left his farm and gathered the army. He defeated the enemy in short order and returned to Rome in triumph. Although he probably could have continued ruling, Cincinnatus did not want power. Having done his duty, he returned to his farm a mere 15 or 16, what do you think, days later. Romans strongly believed in, what is it? There we go. They strongly believe in civic duty, or the idea that citizens have responsibilities to help their country. Not for your country to help you, but for you to help your country. That's a citizenship. Cincinnatus was widely admired for his civic duty in his own time and in later ages. Check this out. George Washington, for one, took, what's the guy's name again? Cincinnatus's example for his example. Like Cincinnatus, Washington was a farmer. When he was asked to head an army, the Continental Army in the American War for Independence, after leading the Americans to victory, Washington returned to his plantation home. Only later, and with some reluctance, did he agree to become the first president of the United States. That's right. Okay, so what was Rome's law like? One of Rome's chief gifts to the world was its system of laws. The legal system of the United States owes much of the Roman system. Rome's first code of laws was called the 12 Tables. This would be similar to like our Constitution, which was adopted in 451 BCE. Before this time, Rome's laws were not written down. As a result, plebeians claimed that patrician judges often favor their own class which was, all right, the patricians. They demanded that the laws be put in writing for who to see? For everyone to see. The patricians finally agreed. They had the laws carved on the type of metal, bronze tablets that were placed in Rome's marketplace or a place called the Forum. It's a beautiful place. Let me show you it real quick here. The Forum. Here we go. Here is the Forum. If you ever go to Rome, you can see it for yourself. You can walk around. This is where they would all meet. Everybody would discuss government and the day's activities. A little voting would happen in there. Yeah, the Forum. The 12 tables or tablets became the basis for all future Roman laws. They established the principle that all, all right, and the word is free citizens had the right to be treated equally by the legal system. The 12 tables, however, applied only to Roman, what is it? Roman citizens. Not everybody. As the Romans took over more land, they realized that new rules were needed to solve legal disputes between citizens and non-citizens. They created a collection of laws called the Law of Nations. It stated principles of justice that applied to all people everywhere. These standards of justice included the idea that we still accept today. Or like this, a person was seen as innocent until proven guilty. People accused of crimes could defend themselves before a judge. A judge had to take a look at the evidence carefully before making a decision. The idea that the law should apply to everyone equally and that all people should be treated the same way by the legal system is called the rule of law. In the age of Rome, the rule of law was still a new idea. In many lands, people at the top of society often had special privileges and did not have to obey the same laws or use the same courts as people lower down. In some places, people at the bottom of society did not have legal rights at all. The rule of law is one of the key ideas that made the Romans gave to the world. It is still the basis for our legal system today. And if you think about our legal system today, if you're super rich or you're super wealthy or you're super famous, sometimes you don't have to play by the same rules, but sometimes you do. All right, so let me leave you with this again. The time is always right to do what is right, so I'm challenging you to live up to what Martin Luther King was saying, to do what is right. Hopefully our government does what's right, but we usually don't have that much control of it. We are the plebeians of society. You might want to say we are not the patricians, the leaders, but maybe you could be a patrician one day by doing what is right. You may move up the social ladder, or you may move up the political ladder and help make our nation a better place. If you think it needs to be better, then go and do what's right and make a change for the better. All right, guys. So just let you look at the Forum one last time. And there we go, the Forum. This is where the laws were made. And in a lot of ways, you can think of our laws being made right now in our courts. But this is really a representation of the people coming together, the everyday folks that all come and they could discuss political ideas or what will make their town better, their families better, what would be a little bit better. And I ask you to do the same thing. Get with your families, get with your church members, get with your friends and talk about what would make this world a little bit better, what would make it a little bit better. Thanks, Cincinnatus, for being an example, for doing what's right, for civic duty. Do what's right. Do what's right because you have a responsibility and a duty to do what's right. Yes, you do. All right. All right, guys. I appreciate you paying attention. And let's gaze once again upon this beautiful picture. Hope you get to go see it one day. And I am about out of here because I'm running out of time.